What's up, guys? My name is Jerry, and today's video is going to be on the Phoenix Suns, and we're going to be talking about how this team continues to make NBA history, and we're going to jump right into the video. And looking at the Phoenix Suns so far this season, they have a record of 41-9, and that's good enough for the best record in all of the NBA, and they've just been playing some great basketball all season long. And honestly, saying that they've been playing great basketball is an understatement. The Phoenix Suns have been playing dominating and consistent basketball all season long, and I'm not saying dominating and consistent just to say that. I'm looking at the Phoenix Suns team stats, and they rank top 10 in almost every statistical category except for offensive rebounding. And the two stats that caught my eye the most, that I feel like are the most impressive and important, is that they rank top 3 in both offensive and defensive rating. So the Phoenix Suns are second when it comes to defensive rating, and then they come in at third when it comes to offensive rating. So, that's really impressive. And with the way things are going right now, I predict that the Phoenix Suns are probably going to end up with the best record in the NBA, barring something crazy happens. And, with the best record in the NBA, that means that the Western Conference playoffs is going to have to go through Phoenix. And then if they get to the NBA Finals, the finals is going to have to go through Phoenix as well. So with those two things factoring, man, because the playoff atmosphere in Phoenix is crazy. They have a really good fan base that get really loud during those playoff games. And then you factor in the fact that they get after it on both ends of the court. That's a recipe for a championship, and it's going to be damn near impossible to beat those guys on their home court. So, this has been a really magical season for the Phoenix Suns, and not only has it been magical, it's also been historic as well. As you guys know, man, towards the beginning of this season, this NBA season, the Phoenix Suns went on a crazy 18-game winning streak. And to put into perspective of how crazy this winning streak was, from the date of October 30th all the way to December 2nd, the Phoenix Suns didn't lose a single game. And during that stretch, man, they played some of the best teams in the league. They played a lot of playoff teams, and, they was able to win 18 straight. And that's not the only crazy part about it to me, man. Just, when we think about the way the NBA operates, how much the players, what the process that the players, the coaches, and staff have to go through, like for instance, traveling, like whether it's taking the bus or, taking the team plane or whatever, they travel so much, and traveling takes a toll on anybody. And then, they have to deal with the media, asking them questions, doing interviews. And then some players have ads and sponsorships that they have to keep up with. And then you have to go out on the court and hoop to your best of your ability. And if you don't hoop to your best of your ability, or God forbid you get in some sort of shooting slump, the media, they're gonna tear you apart, whether it's the newspaper, whether it's Fox, ESPN. And, I'm not making no excuse for NBA players. I know they get paid a lot of money to, do that process, but still, my point is to go through all that and then have the mental capacity to win 18 straight games against some of the best teams in the league. That's really impressive to me. So, that's that. And then what makes this historical is that the Phoenix Suns 18-game winning streak was good enough to get them to rank them 11th all time in the most consecutive games won in the NBA season. Excuse me. And I know, some guys, some people might be thinking like, 11, that's not that high on the list. But if we just think about the history of the NBA, it goes way back before I was born. I'm 20 years old, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go back way before most of my, the people watching this video were born. Like the NBA has a lot of history to it, and we think about all the great teams that's been assembled, all the great players that has played this game. The Phoenix Suns, they put together a winning streak to get themselves top 11 on this list. So I think that's really impressive, and that is historic. This is an all-time great team. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. And then also, man, they've made history in another way. So as you guys know, pretty sure all my Phoenix Suns fans are watching this video. You guys are currently on the 11-game winning streak. So what that did, that put the Phoenix Suns in even more, rare and elite company. They're one of only 29 teams in NBA history to have multiple double-digit winning streaks in a single season. So That's pretty crazy in itself right there. And, winning 10 games in a row, that's crazy to me, especially in the NBA, because you never know when a team is going to be hot or when a player you're facing is on a hot streak. And, to come in and just win 10 straight, and the Phoenix Suns have done it. They became a team in NBA history that has done it twice. Is really, really impressive. And the scary thing is that the Phoenix Suns, with the winning streak they're on right now, they can continue to make, they can continue to, write themselves into the record books. So right now, let's say, for example, if they get their winning streak to 12 tonight, they play the Atlanta Hawks, which I think they're going to win that game. They play the Hawks tonight. If they win that game, that pushes their win streak to 12, and they'll be one of only 15 teams with multiple 12 plus winning streaks in a single season. That's so hard for me to say. I don't know why. And then let's say if they win their next 2 games and they get their winning streak to 13 and 14, they'll become one of 7 teams to only have won, 13 plus, to have 2 13 plus and 14 plus winning streaks in a single season. And then if they get to 15 wins, they'll tie the Shaq and Kobe Lakers for having 2 15 plus winning streaks in a single season. And then if they get to 16, they break the record. So to get to tie the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, this was the 1999-2000 team. To tie that record, they need to win their next 4 games, and I think they'll win their next 2. Their next 2, I have them. So right now, the Phoenix Suns are on a 4-game. They're on a 4-game road trip. So they have the Hawks tonight, and then the Wizards, and then the Bulls and the Sixers. I think they can get past the Hawks and the Wizards, just because they're just a far better team than them, and way better coached. And then also, I think it'll get tough when they get to Chicago, even though they're missing players. Still on the road, that's still a tough team to beat. And then the 76ers. The 76ers is on fire. And, I'm definitely going to tune into that game. That's going to be a fun one to watch. But, they're on a 4-game road trip. It's going to be tough for them to keep that winning streak intact. But I see them getting it to 13. And even if they don't, man, the Phoenix Suns have one of the easiest schedules remaining in the NBA season, due to the fact that they're the best team in the league, and they've already faced a lot of their tougher competition earlier in the season. A lot of those games came against, when they were on their 18-game winning streak. So even if let's say if they do lose on this road trip, they could make even more history by becoming the team that has had multiple, 3 10 plus winning streaks in a single season. So, this season, like I said, the season has just been magical, and I'm not sure that's something they would want to pursue, man. Chris Paul is getting up in age. They probably not going to be chasing winning streaks, but what they're doing right now has been really, really impressive and really special. And it's crazy that, it's not that much, media coverage, because like this team is full of stars. We got Chris Paul, we got Devin Booker, we got DeAndre Ayton. They're playing great basketball. And, it seems like they're not being, taken serious yet. And in my eyes, if you watch this team play, I think they're the team to beat. And, man, Chris Paul should be getting talked about just like LeBron. Just like LeBron is getting talked about. Chris Paul, I think he's 36, going on 37, or he's already 37. And he's playing he's probably top 3, top 5 point guard in the NBA. Like, he's averaging 15 points and 10 assists. Like, that's crazy. Shooting 48% from the field, 34% from 3. And he's just, I think he's the best, if not one of the best fourth quarter players in the NBA. And then, Devin Booker, he's still getting disrespected with the All-Star votes. No way should players like Kyrie Irving or Klay Thompson have more votes than him. That's ridiculous. He's averaging 25 points, and his team is the best team in the NBA. So, once he started that All-Star voting, man, he's been playing different, man. And with Kobe, Kobe passing anniversary, he's just been playing different. You could tell he's out there angry, and he's out there proving himself. And I wouldn't want my favorite team to face this Phoenix Suns team in the playoffs, and the Pistons is my favorite team, so we probably won't see the Suns in the finals until like 3 or 4 years. I'm proclaiming it. But anyways, man, that's going to be it for this video. Just want to talk about how crazy this season is for the Phoenix Suns. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below how you think how high do you think this current winning streak is going to get to? And then subscribe for more weekly content, man. We do this all the time, and that's Curtains.